Hey everyone, this is Denise. I have another show and tell. Because I started doing the embroidery. I started crocheting. So I really haven't done too much with the embroidery. But these are the last two projects that I did. Okay, this I used different color thread, and I'm still learning. So when you finish a project, you can go over and see what you could have done differently, and I see the threads overlapping, and I would have done something a little bit different with this one. Okay, but like I said, I'm learning, and that's how you learn. You got to keep doing whatever God has given you to do. So Jesus told me to start learning how to do embroidery, you guys. So that's what I'm doing. Okay, so now with the crocheting, I wanted to make a positive potato. Okay, and so after the heavy burden was lifted, I started crocheting, you guys. I started crocheting. Now I used to crochet years and years ago, you guys, but if you don't continue or keep doing it, you will lose it. Okay, but I wanted to make different things, try at least to make something different. So I made this rose. Okay, just learning, you guys. My positive potato. Okay, this is peace. Okay, and he said, I'm not talking to anyone but Jesus. Okay, this peace. This is a girl, not a he. Okay. This is joyful. Okay, joyful. Because she looked joyful, right? Yup. And so, you guys, when I was crocheting, you guys, I lost my way. I don't know what them patterns. I be trying to follow them, but I lost my way with joy. I lost my way with the rest of them. I did pretty good because this is the first one with peace. Now, I did good with her. But the rest of them, you guys, I lost my way. Especially with Meatball, because he looked like a meatball. Okay? Peanut. I definitely lost my way with Peanut. And he looks like a peanut. Hi, I'm Peanut. Okay? And then definitely with Marshmallow. I don't know what I was doing. Like I said, I lost my way. Okay, this is Marshmallow. Okay? This is Pinky, okay? And this is Blue, okay? The word of God endureth forever. So you guys, I was just practicing, because, different stitches on how to make, dials and because that's what I want. I purchased a Naomi dial from Crocheting. And I don't even want to try to make that dial until I get these stitches down, especially with the magic ring and the increases and the decreases when you're dealing with crocheting. So there's a lot, that you have to do and get an understanding of these stitches and learn how to use the correct stitch. Now, I just recently did this one. Okay, this is my sunflower. Okay. Now this one turned out cute, especially I like the color. Okay, the colors, really go well together. And my granny squares. Okay, my granny squares. Because I want to do another Afghan, but I wanted to have a design on it. So you will have to make a whole lot of squares. Now I started this pattern, you guys, but I don't know if this is the color that I want. And with one of the squares, because you needed like 16 stitches, and I have one of them. I don't think this one had 16 stitches. Okay, so it's uneven on one side, and like I said, I'm learning. So no, this one is okay, because you have your triple crochets for the edges, and it's supposed to go double crochet, half double crochet, double crochet, and then your triple crochets, your 6 triple crochets for your edges. And I didn't have 16, so I'm missing a half double in the middle, you know. But you learn. That's the purpose, right? That's the purpose. Learn. So I'm gonna have to do these over, because like I said, I've just been practicing, because when you really, you know, start making your Afghan, you know, you want to make sure, you know, that you're doing everything correctly, because you want it to turn out nice, you know. And because like I said, I want to make an Afghan using these granny squares, you guys. It's gonna be, I'm gonna have to make a lot of squares, but it can be done. It can be done. It will be done. You know, I just want to pick out my color scheme. And also I bought this sunflower and pot, you know, last year, you know. So like, I'm gonna try to attempt it to make it, you know, now, since I started doing crocheting, you guys. And they turned out pretty good. My sunflowers, because these are my favorite flowers. These and the peonies. So they turned out good. The only thing, I don't like the stems. You know, it's hard for me to try to work with a wire. But you just got to keep trying. And I'm next time I'm do something different with the stem, you know. But like I said, I was trying to, you know, I was practicing, you know, these is, you know, I'm practicing, trying to, you know, get my skills together, right? And so they turned out pretty good, you guys, for this being my first time, you know, trying something different, you know, and trying to follow certain patterns, you guys. But like I said, they turned out good, you know, and I just got to keep trying, you know. And I just gotta, you know, for like I said, my sunflowers, you guys, I'm gonna do these over, but I have to do something about these stems. I do not like the stems. And I made this vase out of epoxy casting resin, and it's like cement. It's really hard, you know. So I just stuck them in here in this vase for right now, okay? Because I tried to make the pot, you guys, and the thread, you guys, was too thin, you know. So the pot really didn't turn out, you know, like I wanted, okay? So that's it, you guys, you know, keeping myself busy, doing what Jesus, you know, has told me to do, you know, and that's all you can do. Just be obedient to the word of God. It's not going to be easy, you know, because this was not easy, you know, but I'm trying to be obedient and do a little bit at a time, you guys. Do a little bit at a time, okay? So that's it, you guys. So thank you for watching. Be blessed. Be safe. Peace.